Hello there and welcome. Pen friends, thank you for tuning in. Today it's time to review one of my favorite fountain pens. That fountain pen comes from a company called Armando Simoni Club. Armando Simoni Club was established not long ago by a gentleman who goes by the name of Emmanuel. Emmanuel bought the entire stock of materials from the former pen company Omas. Omas, as you may know, declared bankruptcy and liquidated the entire stock of remaining materials in January 2016. Emmanuel collaborated with another Italian company to make new pens from the remaining stock of celluloid that the Omas company sold. The pen in question, it's the Bologna Extra in Arco Brown or Arco Bronze, which sits inside this box. Here on the lid we have the plaque Armando Simoni Club, the company logo, and if we open inside we will find a brochure. On the first page we have the photograph and some history facts from Mr. Armando Simoni. On the second page we will see the picture of Manu or Emmanuel. He is the guy behind the new brand, and inside the box we will find the Bologna Extra in Arco Brown. I will bring the camera a little bit closer and show you this beautiful writing instrument. Okay, now that we are zoomed in, we can observe this beautiful celluloid, and this is a layered celluloid and has all sorts of brown shades, light and dark brown, and this will make up for a very nice visual treat. Now let's see some of the features of this pen. On top of the cap we have a slight dome shape end of the cap. Over here we have a vintage inspired clip, and on the end of the clip we find the medallion with the ASC Armando Simoni Club logo, and right here we find a very interesting two ring configuration, and in the middle of those two rings we find the cap band with a Greek key design on it, and if we untwist the cap we are greeted by a very beautiful number 8 size nib, and on the back of the nib we find the ebonite feed, and this is not an ordinary ebonite feed because this ebonite feed has a horizontal cutout that will allow, and I will show this into a close-up picture, and this cut will allow the feed to follow the nib under pressure and flexing, and this will not interrupt the flow of ink to the nib. If we move over here we find the section. This is a flared section, and you are supposed to hold the pen over here just like this, and if you hold it just like this, your hand will touch the threads, but these threads are not sharp in any way. If we move up we find the same configuration as on the cap. We have two rings, and in the middle of them we have a band with a Greek key design on it. Now we can see etched inside the celluloid here on the barrel ASC Bologna Extra and Arco, and also the number of the limited edition pen. And this is a limited edition pen because this material, it is not in huge quantities and it is limited only by the number of rods that are available. Also here we have the filling mechanism knob, and the filling mechanism, it contains a rubber sac, and I will show you. If we untwist the section over here we find a brass tube, and inside this tube we have a rubber sac Okay, now I will show you how this mechanism operates. To operate the mechanism, you untwist the end knob over here, just like this, and when we extend this, we will see this piston. This is a laser engraved piston. This is a tube, a metal tube, and on the end right here we have a small hole. We plug the hole with our finger and we plunge this back right here. As we plunge it, this will create pressure inside the barrel and will squeeze the air out of the rubber sac inside right here. And now we dip the pen right about here into the ink, and as we take our finger off that hole, this will release the air, and also the vacuum created inside the sac will draw the ink inside the sac. I think this is it. Now let's ink this pen with ink and do a writing sample with it. Let's start first with a size comparison. That is the Bologna Extra, and this is a Visconti Homo sapiens model. And next to it, this is a Aurora Optima. Just like this. And this is a Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero. And let's put something that I think that this pen is very close as size, and this is a Visconti Opera Master model. Now let's ink the Bologna and do a writing sample with it. Okay, let's start inking the pen up and do a writing sample with it. And I will demonstrate how to fill this pen properly. You open by untwisting the knob over here. You extend this part right here. We plug this end right here, and we dip the pen in ink and we plunge. Now we take our finger off, leave it for 1 or 2 seconds, and the pen is filled. Now we will twist in the filling mechanism knob, just like this, and we are going to wipe the pen just like this, and let's close this bottle of ink. This is Waterman Absolute Brown ink. This is a very nice brown ink. And let's do a writing sample with this pen. So, pen. This is without any pressure. Armando Simoni Club. Nib 18 karat gold. Magic Flex nib. This is the only size available, the fine point. Ink. This is Waterman Absolute Brown. Paper. Tomoe River 68 GSM. Price$1,245 USD retail. Now let's do the famous sentence. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Now let's do the same sentence using pressure. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Okay, now let's do a wetness test. This is a wet pen. As you see, this is one pass, this is a double pass. This is a very nice and wet pen. Also, let's do a flex test. This is how much line variation you can have out of this nib. This is as far as I'm willing to push it. This offers a very nice line variation. Also, let's try a reverse. Fairly smooth. And this will make the pen from a fat fine to a fine point. And I believe this is it. Okay, like in every of my reviews, at the end I will conclude about the pen model that I just reviewed, and I will share with you some of the things that I find very attractive about it and some things that may be problems only for me or for you too. In our case, the first main attraction of this pen is the material. This celluloid, it's very rare, and if you are still thinking about pulling the trigger and buying one of these Bolognas in Arco Brown celluloid, now is the time. The second attraction of this pen is the writing experience. As you saw in the writing sample, it's flawless. The third one is the sheer size and weight of it. This is a big pen. This is a very, very nice and balanced pen. It is not unwieldy in any way. It's not back heavy, it's not top heavy. And if I had to be picky and go with only one thing that I not like on this pen, and that thing is the laser engraving on the nib. This laser engraving will create some surfaces that will catch ink, and that ink will dry over there, and unless you clean it with water and a paper towel, won't go away. Thank you for watching this review. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions about this pen or pens in general, use the comment section. Thank you for your support. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram. I will leave a link into the description of this video. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.